Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Mark Stero. Mm-mm. Fuck is that? Oh my god. Fuck. There's something wrong with these people. Oh, good luck. Hey, Sapir. How you been? I'm good. I know, a long time. Hope you've been all right. I've been good. Just being busy, working, staying out of trouble, trying to stay away from weird ass people. Same old thing. That's the main thing for me is staying away from negative people and negative situations. My dog, she's right here, sprawled out on the floor. She's cool. My mom and dad are okay. They have their days when they're. My dad has gout really bad, but he's been fine lately. My mom's got vertigo, so sometimes she falls or she gets sick, but they're good. They're all right for their age. They're good. My sister and the boys are good. My nephews are good. Three of them are in college. Actually, one graduated from college. The other two are still in college. So they're all growing up. As they grow up, I'm getting older and less patience and less shit to deal with. Yeah, it's a. I guess it must be a thing, man. People get gout, but it's you are what you eat, So if you don't want to have gout, then you got to eat certain things. But they don't want to listen. They're stubborn. So, but he's all right. He hasn't had gout for about maybe 2 weeks now, so he's been in less pain. He's been all right. He's been there's days where like it looks like he's gonna kick the bucket, and then there's other days where he's perfectly fine. So it's kind of weird. But yeah, now the sun's coming up. For the last 2 days, it's been like cloudy. Then it'll rain. Then the sun will come out. Then it'll be cloudy, rainy, sun, cloud, rain, sun. Today it's been like that too. This morning I woke up to pure rain. Then it was cloudy. Now it's sunny. It's annoying ass weather. But otherwise, that all's good. I can't complain. As long as I stay busy and I'm healthy, I'm happy. And of course, everybody's okay. I'm here early today because I have nothing to really do. I have things to do, but I just don't. I don't work on Sundays, like physically work, unless I have to. But I have a lot of things to do outside, but I can't because the weather keeps interfering. And there you go. The clouds came back just now. The sun poked out and the clouds came right back and covered it up. Just like that. So it's very annoying weather. So yeah, same shit, different day. Thanks for asking. But yeah, same old, same old. I try to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Shit, yeah. Mhm. So weird. I guess so. So, yeah. It's weird. Yeah, same old shit, different day. Mhm. Alright, what I need to do is that. Mhm. Crack my neck. Yeah, all that. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to see. See here. Okay, that's the one. What the heck is this? Oh, okay. I can't stand this shit. So annoying. Clean up all this shit. What is this thing here? Can't remember what that is. Yeah, I don't mind the rain, but it hinders me from working outside. So when I have outside work, it always rains or windy or some damn hurricane or something like that. Gotta aggravate me. So, yeah, I don't know if the connection's slow. My internet's working fine. I got all the bars up. Mhm. Yeah, my internet says it's fine. I don't know. It could be YouTube. I don't know. It won't surprise me. It will not surprise me if it's slow. A lot of people are on here more and more every day. Everybody's on. Everybody and their mom is on YouTube. I'm going on YouTube. I'm going to start a channel. Go for it. How's things with you as far as the business and everything? Good? Busy? The sun's back out again, of course. Sundays, I don't like to do work. I just like to chill. So I was about to get changed into like some dirty clothes, work clothes, and just like go outside and see what I can do. But I know I'm gonna jinx it. I know it. I know I end up going out there and I'll like start doing some landscaping or cleaning up, and all of a sudden it'll start raining. I'll get irritated. I know it'll happen. That's why I'm not gonna chance it. I'll just wait for tomorrow. I don't know what the heck's going on with this thing. Same shit, different day. Cool. Hey, Destiny, you good? Hey, Black Widow, how you doing? Well, I always gotta look fly, getting old, so I gotta try to look younger, So I can wear my team's colors, because they're actually, winning. So I'll be slaying. I'll be slaying up in this biatch. I'll be slay. What's up, Tristan? How you doing, bro? Oh, cool. Tristan, you in Cali? Oh, nice. Yeah, California is definitely a place that's got a lot of good food. That's for sure. I've heard a lot of good things about there. Anywhere in the states, really, it's got nice food. Even here in Bermuda, the food is. If you like seafood, this is the place to come to. But if you don't like seafood, then yeah. Black Widow, I just got your donation. Thanks. You can ask your question when you're ready. Yeah, here we have plentiful fish, lobsters. You know, we have the best seafood here. Here we're known for like our seafood, our lobster, and onions. We grow like really nice onions here. Bermuda onion, fish chowder, things like that. Oh, cool. Nothing like good food. That's all. That's something that I always. I'm actually having snapper tonight. I'm having fish tonight. I got it marinated since yesterday, so I'll be making snapper tonight. Filet, some homemade fries. Good to go. No, you never tried it? Oh hell! Well, my favorite is my favorite fish is tuna, and then my favorite my lobster is my favorite. Lobster, shrimp, and tuna and snapper are my favorite fish. Wahoo also is my one of my favorites. But my favorite period is lobster, probably. But snapper is really good. I'm having that tonight. But I like eating wahoo and tuna and snapper. Those are my three favorite fish. And there's another fish called conies and red hinds. It's like a red fish, and the meat is so white and so like jelly. Like when you eat it, it's like you're not like you can't even. If there's no, it's not. It's just like melts in your mouth. That's another fish that I've been eating here and there when they have it. It's called red hinds or conies, is what we call it. It's like snapper. It's pretty much the same thing, like the same species. All right, Black Widow. You said, what does this new Pluto and Aquarius transit? All right, let's check. I'm an Aquarius, so I know it's gonna affect me. So we'll see. It's not gonna be until next year though. It's back in Capricorn right now. Pluto is back in Capricorn to end it off, and then after that, if you're in Aquarius, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of good things coming up. It's gonna make you change your ways and make life better. But I know a lot of Capricorns, like the last 16 years. See, I have Capricorn in my chart too, two placements. I have Capricorn in Mars and Capricorn in Mercury. And it affected my last 16 years. I went on my own. I had my own business. When Pluto went into Capricorn, I started my new business. And then I've had it since, and I've had ups and downs. But the thing is you got to take that planetary action and do something with it. Because if you don't do anything with it, then nothing's gonna happen. You're gonna end up getting sick, or something bad physical is gonna happen, or like health wise, because you won't change. So what it does is it forces you into to do something useful. So if you do it, then you're good to go. Like if you roll with the change, you'll be fine. It's a time not to be scared, that's for sure. Usually Aquarians aren't scared of change. They'll take it. All right, let me check. All right. All right, so what it's gonna do for you, Black Widow, is you gotta whatever doesn't serve you anymore, get rid of it. Whatever's disappointing you, no longer make effort into the things that are disappointing you. Don't be shy, and see if you can abandon the things that for something better. So whatever's not working for you, make the adjustment to make new things, whether it's a new job, a new career, make the personal effort. And I told you this yesterday too. Like the Eight of Pentacles came up for you again. So it's telling you that this transit is going to allow you to commit to the tasks that you have, and to make personal effort also, and have the ability to do the right things, and to learn, and to be more upfront and frank with what you want. Use your craftsmanship and your knowledge to get better at what you're doing, so that way you don't have to go backwards and keep going forward. So whatever's disappointed you in the past, don't go back to that, and keep going forward, and don't worry about what didn't serve you. because now you're going to go for something possibly better. And that's how you got to look at it. I can always get better. I can't go back to where I was. But I got here a King of Pentacles that's going to help you with this. So there's a man, a King of Pentacles. He's a leader. He's experienced. He's probably older than you, or he just has a lot of intelligence when it comes to business, anything to do with math or adding things up. He could be a loyal friend of yours, or he could be very reliable, or he can end up being this. If this is somebody that you know, they're going to help you. If this person is not in your energy now, they could be coming towards you in a sense of helping you with your finances, a job, money, things like that, or giving you good ideas and good advice. But this is somebody that's already experienced and successful, and they're going to tell you how you can be. So this person could be helping you in the near future. It's not a love thing. It's more of like a guy coming in to help you with, your finances and work, and giving you a chance to possibly be in his business or yours or whatever, or try to get you in a better place. So he's, the King of Pentacles is a person who's already got money. He's got a business. He wants you to work for him. So that way, he can make things better or make you a better version of yourself. As far as love and stuff, I don't see anything coming your way right now, but if it does, it's going to make you feel unstable, and you're going to feel like there is no love or no consistency. So if there is no consistent love partner or love person around, don't worry about that part of your life. That's going to cause that's something that will change on its own and change when it needs to change. So the main focus I see here that the Pluto and Aquarius will do for you is working career wise, but you have to let go of the past and let go of things that no longer serve you. So that's something that you need to, that's the most important thing for you to do right now, is to get your finances and your job to a 100% point where you ain't got to worry about that part of your life, and you can go ahead and focus on other things after you get that dealt with. Yeah, I agree. As an Aquarius myself, I'm not really worried about love stuff. If it comes, it comes, and I'll deal with it. But usually it doesn't. There's always somebody that's around, but I don't really care to deal with it. I'd rather make money and work than to be dealing with some whack ass person in my life that's gonna make. If the person that comes into your life, or anybody who wants love in their life, make sure the person that comes towards you is gonna benefit you having them in their lives, or benefit you having them in their lives. Because it don't make sense having somebody you have to deal with and make your life worse. You got to make sure the person you have in your love life is someone that's going to help you evolve and not hinder you. You're not there to be their mother or father. You're there to be their partner and evolve together. And that's what I think people don't allow themselves to understand. So the only person that's coming in my life, they better help me evolve, or if I help them, we're going to help each other. So I don't want to be your babysitter and your mommy and your daddy. That ain't happening. Hell no. I got my own problems to deal with, my own bills to pay. Unless you're paying my bills, you can be my girl. But yeah, I see it being a good transit. And to be honest, being an Aquarius right now for the next 20 years is going to be very good. I feel like, because Pluto is, a powerful planet, and it's a planet of change. It's a planet of getting rid of the dumb shit that's in your life and making it better. So when Capricorn was in Pluto this last 16 years, it made my life better. I got more things. I got, 2 businesses. I got, my health was fine. My money was good. There was times where the transit was kind of testing me, but that was my own fault. See, the transits are only good if you allow it to be good. So if you wait for the transit to change you, that's your dumbness. So if you allow a transit to change you, it's going to change you in a negative way. But if you use the transit for your advantage, to better yourself, it will transition you to be better than you are now. So I'm already better with the 2 Capricorn placements in my chart from the last 16 years. So now that it's actually going into my chart, I'm an Aquarius sun and rising. So it's going to affect me big time. But I know it'll probably affect me in a better way because my life is getting better. So I know I got a lot more goodness to come. See, that's how I look at it. That's how I'm going to perceive it. I'm never going to like say, oh God, Pluto is going to destroy me, because it doesn't. Pluto is willing to help you transform. And Aquarius is a sign not like Capricorn. Capricorn is more, a lot different than us, you know? Capricorn is more of like, I want it all. And if I don't, I'm going to blow up mentally. But Aquarius is more like, yeah, well, once we get what we want, we help everybody and we stay humble. Or at least I do. You know? Sun and Mercury and Aquarius. But yeah, see, so you're gonna have it all in your chart. But see, someone like you and I who had Capricorn in our placements, we already know what the transit did for us. But now this transit for us, period, being, an Aquarius, a real Aquarius, and not a real Capricorn, it's already, Capricorn already adjusted us to a point. So now we're gonna get the rest of it. But if you sit on your ass all day and say, yeah, Pluto is gonna change my life, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for this planet to change my life. It don't work that way, because nothing's gonna work for you unless you change your life. Sometimes it doesn't even make a difference whether or not a planet's in your chart or not, because you can resist the change. You can resist everything, but if you flow with it, it can help you immensely. It can help you get to another level, because not every Capricorn that I know evolved during these 16 years. I know Capricorns that went to shit. And I know some Capricorns that did evolve and are like way better off now than they were 16 years ago. So it's all about the person. That's why I tell people not to really dwell on the planetary action too much, because planetary stuff is only evolving a certain part of your life, whereas other things can cancel it out. So a lot of people get, too involved in the planetary action. And my opinion is that don't get too involved in worrying about where this is and where that is, because it's up to you as a person to change your life. So it can benefit you if you allow it to. But if you don't, if you resist the change that Pluto is going to give you, then it's going to make you sick, or it's going to like cause you to have a bad life. And I believe that 100%, because I said to myself, now that Capricorn's back into Pluto, or Pluto is back into Capricorn, I mean, for a brief time before it goes into Aquarius for the next 20 years, I said to myself, shit, I have Capricorn in my Mars and my Mercury, and my life evolved tremendously in the last 16 years, more so that it changed my whole life. So if my two planetary adjustments, I mean, two Capricorn placements adjusted my life, and I'm not a Capricorn, so just imagine what it's going to do when it comes into my original sign that's better than Capricorn, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Capricorns that are like the worst people in the world to me. They're a bunch of idiots, and I can't stand a lot of Capricorn people. I don't get along with Capricorn men at all. Capricorn women, I can tolerate them, but there's some Capricorn men that are like the worst individuals I've ever known. And I'm sure people can say that about Aquarius too, because not everybody's the same. But I know that I'll use it to my advantage. That's for sure. So it's all about how you take the transit and run with it. So if you don't take advantage of the transit, then there's nothing's gonna happen. You're just gonna be a bump on a log. And I saw some Capricorns go through a lot of like health problems and health issues, and but they was self-inflicted. Like, you didn't want to change, or you didn't want to better yourself, so the transit made it worse for you, because you had to change, because they made you change. So there's like two sides to every part of those things, but I don't like to dwell on it too much. Yeah. See, that's what Capricorn did for me too when it was in Pluto. It helped me change and shift my mentality too. And I disciplined myself to not drink and smoke anymore, to really focus on my psychic career the last 5 years. Um, so as the transit got more and more involved in my life, it made me want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because when it first went into in 2008, when it first went into Capricorn, that's when I started my business. So I'm not even a Capricorn, but I had Capricorn in my placements in my two places in my chart. And those are two predominant places. Mercury and Mars are very strong planets. So it helped me, you know, make my life better. But the last couple years has probably definitely been the best. And I guess because it's going from Capricorn to Aquarius, that's why my life got better the last couple years. And I personally feel that it's going to get even better because it's going into my sign, my dominant sign. And because I'm a double Aquarius, sun and rising, I feel like I have a lot good things come. So I'm excited for the transit, but I'm not going to dwell on it too much because I know at the end of the day that it's my choice what I need to do and what I do and what I don't do. So there's still the pros and cons of everything. There's good and bad. Destiny, you said, Mark, what are your thoughts on life charts? I've been seeing on TikTok people can see their life through a predicted chart. Yeah, I mean, some astrology can predict your life, that's for sure. But you have to go to the right astrologer because a lot of astrologers just talk to hear themselves. They just focus on where the planets are and where it is in your chart, but that don't mean nothing unless you like I said, the chart is only good if you flow with the energy and the planetary action. So if you know it's in your house of career, now is your chance to have the career you want. If those placements are affecting your love life, then now you know you need to deal with your love life. So they astrology can predict things in your life for sure, but it's still the same thing as a psychic and a reading. Astrologer can tell me, oh yeah, your love life's going to be very dominant this year and you're going to find somebody. But what if I don't want a love life? I'm going to ignore everything. So whatever he says good or that person says goes out the window because I deny it. So everything depends on you as a person. You have the final call because that's what God gave us is free will. So you have the free will to listen to a reading, whether it's astrology or psychic or mediumship or cards or whatever, and get your prediction. But it's still up to you to follow through with the prediction and make it happen, or you deny it because you have free will. That's why that saying is out there, nothing's set in stone, because nothing really is. You've got to like do the work too. So, people can definitely see their life through a predicted chart. Yeah. Some people can. And just like how like I predict things for people on here. But it's still up to you to follow through the prediction because you can say, I don't care what Mark said, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do something else. So it's still up to you at the end of the day to make the choice. We have the final call. That's why I tell people every time I read for them, this is what's in the cards, this is what spirit is saying, but it's still your choice at the end of the day to make the decision. So it's really up to you whether or not you want to do what spirit's telling you, or you might even like get information where you're like, well, I kind of know I want to do that, but I don't care what spirit says or the cards say. I think I feel deep down inside that I want to do it this way. And then when you do and it doesn't work, you're like, fuck, I should have listened. You know what? I should have done what Spirit told me. I should have done what this astrology reading said. But if you do what they say and you do get a good result, then the prediction is right, right? So it's difficult to deal with sometimes because you're like you want things to happen and then you hear of something and you're still doubting it or you're still wondering if you want to take go that route. So it still depends on like what you really want to do at the end of the day. It really depends on you. And I know people are like coming to get readings so they can, get get the answer, but the answer really always lies on you. It always happens when you want it to happen. But hey, sometimes it's very difficult to understand. But um, I still think that it's always up to us to make the final call. But we shall see. I'm looking forward to any type of change. I love change. I love evolving with change. I like making. I'm bored when I do something for too long. Um, I'm always like willing to make a change or to do something better or to better my life. If I'm gonna better my life, I'm all for it. But if it's something that I have to like do a lot of, or I have to do bullshit to get to where I need to go, it's gonna hinder my free will mentality because I'm gonna be like, really? Do I have to do all of this bullshit just to get this? This is not right. Like I don't want to do this. I'll just stay where I am and just see if I can make a different plan. I never make decisions right away. But all because a planet's in your chart tomorrow doesn't mean you have to start tomorrow because it still has to transit through and make things better. Like that's why in the beginning it's always a task. But as a couple years go by, you start to evolve with the planet and move with the planet. I'm not an astrologer by any means, but I know it does affect your life for sure. That I can guarantee. It does affect your life. But you can control how it affects you by doing and not doing, saying and not saying, if you know what I mean. So it all depends. It really does. Depends on us 100%. Did you get all of that, Destiny? I don't really trust too many psychics or astrologers on TikTok because there's so many. You have to know who you're going to, obviously, and the same thing applies for like here and everywhere you are. But my experiences on TikTok have not been that great. I've seen like a lot of idiots on there that don't know what they're talking about. Look at my doggy; she's going over here. She's getting to her bed. She's had enough of the floor. Yeah, so many claim to be, but those are the ones you gotta look out for because those are the ones that are like, talking to hear themselves. And I made this clear last night when I talked about psychics and people. Like there's a lot of psychics who claim that they can change your life through lighting a candle. That's bullshit. There's no candle that you're going to light that's going to change my life. If it was that simple, I'd do it my fucking self. And I would hold it around every day. And I would go get 1,000 candles and burn them all and, do all sorts of fucking bullshit like you do. So that's bullshit. There's no candle you light that's going to change your life. Unless you're lighting a candle in the church and praying to God, then you're fucked. There's no psychic that's going to change your life with a candle. That's bullshit. But see, some of these idiots think that that actually is happening. These people don't have the power to do that. Only God has the power to change your life. No psychic in the world can do those things. It's all bullshit. If that was the case, those people would be billionaires. And when they're sitting there like this, like, yeah, everybody, give me $25 and I'll give you a candle. This is the candle right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to light it up and then I'm going to shove it in my butt and then I'm going to put it outside and then I'm going to blow it out when you leave and I'm going to just con you because I already got your $25. And after that, nothing's going to happen because you're going to come back in my room and I'm going to delete you and say that you're a troll. But guess what? I got my $25, so fuck you. That's exactly what happens. And I've seen it happen many a times. That's why I never ever will do that shit. But see, it's desperate people that do desperate things. So I'm not desperate. And I'm not stupid either. I'm not going to get you to light a candle that's bullshitting me. Well, I'm going to write your name down here. Destiny, Mark. Yeah, you guys paid for a candle. When I knock off of here, I'll light your candles and I'll pray and I'm gonna do some magic over here, and you're gonna have your a lover next week, and you're gonna get married by Christmas. Yeah, right. True. If you were doing that, then you would never be on TikTok, and you would never be able to talk 1 minute. As soon as you log on, everybody will be praising you, and everybody will be buying that shit. You won't even have a chance to even talk. Because people will be like, this person's a miracle worker. Yes, I'm definitely. And why is it that people are asking you questions and doubting you when they should be saying, yeah, my friend came here and they're in love now, and oh my God, if that's the case, you'd be the greatest thing since life sliced bread. Am I right or am I wrong? Of course. It's just like a psychic that is very good. They're gonna be constantly busy, constantly. People are gonna come to that person like immediately. And there's some psychics on YouTube that their thumbnail says, "I'm the best in the game. I'm the best on YouTube." Then when you go in there, they're like, "Okay, well, show me if you're the best. Read me then." Oh, you gotta send me like $100 because I'm the greatest. Well, why you only have 5 people in your room, and why are you only have like 1,000 subscribers or some shit like that? Why you don't show your face? You're full of shit. Fuck out of here. Yeah, they're very good con artists. They'll make you believe it. They'll make you believe anything. See, the proof is what you do. See, like I'm here, I prove to everybody who I am. So you know what you're getting. And I don't want 100 people in here nagging the shit out of me. I don't want that. Hell no. But see, people look at me as somebody who, because the way I am or the way I talk or whatever, they think I'm not serious or whatever. And they don't really care about me because I'm not offering a stupid candle, or I'm not saying that I'm going to do something for you. you know? Or they're gonna look at me and say, yeah, this guy is full of shit. Well, I'm not. So I can read you, no problem. And I'll prove it. But I'm not gonna come on here and say I'm the best in the world and act so and so this and act so and so that. I ain't gonna do that shit. You believe me, you believe me, you don't, you don't. You want a reading? Cool, I'll give you one. But I'm never going to guarantee you anything, or I'm never going to tell you that I'm the best in the world, because I'm not. Because there's always somebody better than you. And furthermore, if I'm the best for you, then that's all that matters to me. If I'm the best for you, then great. If I'm not, that's not that. I don't care, you know? So the people who love me and say I'm the best for them personally, then that's what I'm meant to do for you. You're not meant for everybody. God's not meant for everybody either. So why am I going to try and be meant for everybody? Hell no. Slay. That's what you got to do. You got to slay in this world now. Slay these mofos. Tell them, get away. Slay them and get away from them. That's what I do. Fuck. So yeah, that's my answer for you. What you said here. Yeah, karma will get back to him. I just read what you said. Yeah, karma will get back to him in their own lives. You'll see them disappear. You never see the same person on YouTube or people who do dumb shit. You never see them on YouTube or any social media place for too long. They disappear. And they'll tell you, oh, I had an operation, or I got sick, or somebody I know got sick. I had to go take care of them, and blah blah blah. And they'll give you some bullshit about how it's not them, it's somebody else, or something else happened. No, you got karma, mofo, and you know it. Yeah, see, there you go. Can't make that shit up. It happens every day. Yeah, exactly. A lot of readers have done me dirty, but I don't wish nothing on them. I just say, you know what, you're gonna get yours anyway, so it don't matter. And I already know like that people do that shit all the time. Yeah, exactly. So that's another lesson that you learn, that even though you got screwed over, you still got blessed, because you got that karma that person tried to put on you got reversed, and then God took over and said, you know what, I'm gonna make sure Destiny gets blessed because she got fucked over by somebody. Absolutely. But see, you learn from the people who prey on you. You learn who is good and who's not. And if you don't learn, then you're going to eventually. And if you don't, then that's on you again. That's why I tell people, a lot of the things that happen in our lives is all self-inflicted. And if you don't take accountability for your actions, and you live in denial, then you're gonna get karma. Oh yeah, other readers do it to me all the time. I've had so many readers come into my life, and I read them, and I read them, but they don't read me, for one reason, because they know like that they can't, or they're not that good. That's why they come to me in the first place. And I'll try and help them get better, but it's still up to them, you know? Exactly. And another thing is the ones that I have helped and have read for, they'll they'll use me to get what they want, and then they'll go about their business, and they'll even talk shit at the end. But I have the receipts of all of them. See, that's why I don't let those people read me anyway, because they're gonna go around saying, "Oh, I never read. Mark never read for me. Oh, you didn't? No, I didn't. Okay, well, here you go. Here's the email. Who is this right here? I'll blow it up and show their name. I did it on here a while ago. There was these two little bitches on here, and they were going around saying that I never read for them and that they read for me. And I was like, well, show your receipts. Where do you see me pay you for a reading? Or where's the emails or the DMs where you see me? Oh, I deleted them. No, no, I didn't delete yours. Let me show you. Look, I came on here on my phone. I scrolled down. I said, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. And then I went on my computer. I said, look, this is the email from them. Here you go. And people are like, oh, fuck, Mark, you got receipts, bro. I say, yeah. These people can talk whatever they want. I keep all their bullshit. Just so when they do run their mouths, I can say I read for you. You didn't read for me. You came to me. Yeah, jealousy is a part of it, but the other part is to try and find a way to make me look bad. But it don't work. I haven't been bothered by any psychics lately. This year has probably been the calmest year of my life because I always get at least one idiot or two idiots that try and take over or try to make me look bad or have a problem with me. But this year I only had to get rid of one person that was coming in here bothering me all the time. So that was it. I only had to get rid of one client, and she's no loss. So that was my only dilemma the whole year on here, was that one person. And it wasn't even that bad. It was just like the person was just stupid. And I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, look, you ask me stupid ass questions. I'm not here to answer dumb fucking questions. So get a life and goodbye. I deleted her and blocked her, and that's it. And I don't even see her anywhere no more. So that's what I deal with. And I try to preserve my energy all the time. I never try and let somebody take over my life or my room or anything. Like, I'm not gonna allow you to try and take my life over. Hell no. Yeah, exactly. I mean, some people will ask the stupidest questions in the world, and I'm like, I don't have time for this. This is like, oh, but I'm paying you. I don't give a fuck. I'll give you your money back. You can pay some other idiot to answer stupid questions. I'm not answering dumb fucking questions. Like, and this person was coming in here every day and taking over my whole chat room. Like, the whole chat room knew her whole life. And I'm like, oh, hell no, you're not going to take over my room every day. Because then everybody else is going to feel like they can't ask me questions, or they can't get a chance to ask a question because you're clogging up my whole room. And then you're there asking everybody else for their opinion, and you're trying to compare your life to everybody else, destroying my room. I can't. No, no, no. Get the fuck cracking. Yeah, I'll slay them out. I want to keep it. I want to keep it good in here. Like, I don't want nobody's negative life to be in here and clogging up my. I can't stand when a person comes in here every single day and talks about their pathetic lives. Like, go do something about it. I don't want to hear about your pathetic life. And I'm not going to answer questions about every single person in your life and what they think about you. You already know the person don't like you. Why are you asking me for? Leave me alone. Like, go ask some other dumb fucking psychic some questions. There's a lot of other psychics that need the money. I don't. And you're not going to aggravate me. So it was the best thing I did was get rid of her, because I can't handle people like that. It's fucking annoying. Yeah, exactly. Even if it's a personal reading every day, I get fed up. I can't do that. People that get readings from me every single day, I'll tell them eventually, like, look, that's enough. Like, you got to stop. You got to go to somebody else and bother them. You're not going to bother me every fucking day about the same bullshit every day. Like, it's not happening. Every day is bad. And I don't need your money every day. I don't need it like that. Fuck you and your readings and your life and everything else. This is not for like to deal with every person in your life. Yeah, and you know what, Destiny? That's the best thing to do because yeah, exactly. But if you know you have to get rid of a fake friend and you already know they're fake, why do I have to tell you something you already know? You're wasting my time, yours, and your money, and you already know what to do. So go ahead and fucking do it. And I never encourage people to get readings on here. Nobody's ever heard me say you need a reading. So pay me and I'll do it. I've never ever in my 5 years of been on here have told anybody you need a reading. You don't need a reading. You want one. And if you want one and you feel like you need one, then you can pay me to check. But otherwise that, like you don't really need it. Just make your own decisions. Yeah? Make your own decisions. If you know something's wrong, deal with it. If you know you can't be around somebody, get rid of them. Why should I have to tell you something you already know? So a lot of it's like common sense and like knowing that you're doing it for the right reason. Exactly. You said it right there. Our intuition is powerful, but we ignore it. And that's what I tell people on here every day. You don't need to go to psychics to solve your problems or answer your questions. If you know the person you're dealing with is wrong, then don't deal with them no more. I shouldn't have to tell you. But some people want confirmation, which is great. And then after that, they'll never ask again, which is great. But don't like go to multiple people and ask the same question because then spirit's gonna be like, I just told you, dumbass. You know, why the fuck you going to 5 different people for? If I already told you the first read. The more readings you get, the worse it is. Because you get different answers, different energies, different opinions, and then different spirits are going to give you different answers. But see, people don't understand that anymore. They just don't get it. They just got the money to just say, yeah, fuck it, I'll pay for it. I don't care. I want to hear what this person says. They get addicted to it. There's a lot of people that are addicted to readings. It's not good. Oh, that's one of the dumbest questions in the world. Like if you're married to somebody, don't you know if they love you or not? And if I tell you they don't love you, what are you gonna do? Get a divorce? Because what are you gonna do? Tell your husband, oh, Marky Mark's tarot told me that you don't love me. So that guy's gonna come in the room and be like, yo, bro, you spoke to Destiny, my wife. She told me that you don't love me, that I don't love her. That's bullshit. I do love her. So please don't tell her no lies, you fucking fake ass psychic. And then he's gonna be like, yeah, where do you live? I'm gonna come beat the shit out of you. I'm gonna report you to YouTube because you gave misinformation. I love my wife, you jackass. And I'll be like, look, bro, the cards telling me you don't love her. And why would she ask me that? Because obviously you don't love her, idiot. So I would defend myself, but people do that shit. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, but it's true, you know? I had the person I got rid of this year, I got rid of her. I wanted to get rid of her sooner because of all the dumb questions. But she told me the last question she asked me, which made like I said, I'm done now. She said to me, where she asked, where am I going to retire? And I went like I stood up in my chair and I looked at the question again and I said, you asked me, where am I going to retire? What do you mean, where are you going to retire? Does tarot cards tell you China, USA, Bermuda, Spain? Europe. You think these cards got fucking geographical fucking things on them? You stupid ass. I said it just like that. And she was laughing. She thought it was a joke. And I was like, look, I can't take this shit no more. You got to tell me. The question you need to ask is, should I retire in Boston? Should I retire in California? Should I retire in England? Should I retire in this place? And I'll find out if it's a good place for you to retire. What you mean, where are you going to retire? You think these cards tell me exactly what parts of the world? Oh, yeah, you're going to go to Bermuda, and you're going to live in Hamilton, and you're going to live in a hotel, and you're going to marry a rich guy, and you're going to have billions of dollars, and you're going to retire on a boat, on a yacht. Yeah, the cards told me everything. Woman, get the fuck out of here. That's exactly what I told. I said, look, I can't deal with you no more. I'm blocking and deleting your ass. You ain't fucking driving me crazy. Hell. Well, when is also like another thing. What do you want me to do? The cards doesn't say 60 years old. The cards don't say 65. You got to ask it yes and no questions, or like you got to ask the question very specifically. You know what to ask me when you want to ask me about so and so's feelings. Yeah, that's another thing. Well, the number one question I get asked is, when is love coming my way? And that is like a dumb question, because when you say, when is love coming my way, love can come your way in many forms. It can come through an animal, it can come through a person, it can come through a job, it can come through a feeling. Love is a lot of things. But I know what you're asking me, but you're asking it in the wrong way. So I re-ask the question to my cards and say, Destiny wants to know when she's going to be in love with a man. That's what I'll say in my mind, and while I'm shuffling. Because if you say, when is love coming in, the cards are not going to say shit. It's going to tell me some random bullshit, because it's not what I'm. Love can come in many ways. Love can come in the form of money, sex, whatever you love, with gifts. How many people you love? A lot of things, right? Pets, people. You can get motherly love. Your mother can love you. Your brother, your sister, your friend. You got to be specific. So when you ask a question about like a person, you got to say, when do you see me being in a love relationship with a man? When do you see me being in a serious love relationship with with a man? You got to say that. If you don't say that, then I'm not going to get the answer. You have to be very specific. What the fuck is love coming in? Coming in where? Your house? Inside of you? Around you? At your job? You're asking dumbass fucking questions. But see what it is, when I get asked a dumb question, I change the question and put it into a way I can answer it. Because I also, because there's different types of relationships, I'll ask a person. I'll be saying, well, do you want a man, or do you want a woman? Because I have to be specific now, because if you're gay or whatever, or if you're straight, I gotta know what you want, because you could be a woman that loves a woman, and I'll be asking about a guy because that's what I'm thinking, right? But if you're a woman and you want to have a woman in your life, I have to say, is this woman gonna have another woman in a relationship? Because if I say a guy, then I'm reading it wrong. So you gotta be specific. Or I'm gonna ask you to make sure I'm not gonna assume you want a man. You could want a woman. You got me? So like I try to make sure I cover my ass when I ask these questions that are just asked. But it's common sense. I know that they want, that type of love. But I like to be specific. Oh yeah, yeah. I used to do those readings every month. I used to do will you get the dick reading. And then people started, snitching and getting mad at me because I used to do those readings 5 years ago. Because all the women in here used to be so horny. They used to be like, Mark, you got to do every month. Do will I get the dick reading? Because I want to know when I'm going to get some. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just doing what everybody wants me to do. And I remember some people will come back to me or message me and say, hey, guess what, Mark? Your reading was true. I got some dick last night, or I got dick in October, and it was the Capricorn reading or the Virgo reading or this reading. Oh yeah, you are totally right. It was an X. They came back and I got me some. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you got some. And a lot of the times, out of those 12 signs, hardly anybody was getting any. So like, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I mean, because that's all some people want. There's a lot of people who come in here where they only want a love reading. Some people that only want a work and money reading. There's people that here that just want to find out about somebody, So I don't mind the question you ask. I just want to make sure that I'm asking it for you through spirit in the right way. Because you can't just say certain things. And then some people will apologize and say, oh, Mark, I'm sorry. I should have been more specific. And I'm like, so now you're asking me another question because you fucked up the first one. So you have to be specific. So if you're specific, then I'll make sure I answer it properly. Yeah, that's cool. In here, they don't really care about me in here because I'm just, a lot of people ain't worried about me like that. The last time I got in trouble was when I apparently gave misinformation about the vaccine. They said that I'm not a doctor and I shouldn't be giving out information. And I'm like, okay, then. So everybody else can do it, but I can't. Yeah, I said something on here, and it was like from months and months ago. Like I got like a warning saying that I can't give misinformation about the vaccine, and I'm like, huh? I never gave misinformation. I just gave my opinion about it. So they were like, oh, you can't do that. And I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. I won't do it again. But what it was is somebody that doesn't like me was in my room at that time, or they are going through all my videos to see if they can get me in trouble. Because my mouth gets me in trouble lots of times because I tell the truth. So when you tell the truth, you get in trouble. But I can lie and everybody would love me. That's how the world is now. If you tell the truth, you're a bad person. If you lie, they like you because you're lying just like them. You suit their needs. You live in denial. Exactly, yeah. There's nobody that lies more than social media and the media itself. Fake news. So I don't care. I didn't get in trouble, but they just gave me a warning. And I went and did some cards and I figured out who it was. And I wasn't surprised at all who it was. So, because I already knew, I had a feeling I knew who it was because Spirit was telling me who it was. And then I did the cards and it confirmed it. And I'm like, yep, I know I heard Spirit tell me who it was. So I knew who it was, and I knew that that person has an obsession with me. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Keep trying to fuck me over. It ain't gonna happen. And when everybody did fuck me over on here, I went to Instagram. And when I went to Instagram and they tried fucking me over there, I came back here. I just keep like going back and forth if I have to. You're not gonna like get me. So you'll get tired of it. And the sad thing is like you're trying to get me, and it's not like I'm making millions of dollars. It's not like I have 30, 40, 50, 60, 100,000 people in my room. I literally have a handful of people in here every day. If 10 people come in here a day, that's it. So why are you worried about me and the 10 people that come in here? It don't make no sense to me. Like you're that concerned about me like that for 10 people. And the reason I don't have more likes in here is because I don't ask for it because it doesn't phase me. Likes and all that is not going to make me rich. Like when are people going to understand that that shit don't mean nothing? It never means anything to me. I could care less. You like the video, you go ahead. If you don't, it ain't going to phase me. I'm not going to ask you to do it because I could care less. Tristan, I got your donation. Thanks. You can ask your questions when you're ready. Yeah, they need to get a life, but the problem is like people get mad because like when you're good at what you do and you're like a pro or you're a professional or you're funny or you're well liked or you're popular or or that person just has like a vendetta against you or like wants to get revenge. It doesn't matter what you do. There's always going to be one or two people that want to see like if they can do something to get you. But I'm at a point in my life where nothing bothers me. You can say whatever you want. I don't care. If you can't prove something about me to me, then I don't care. Because the only person that's going to have receipts on you is me. You ain't got nothing on me. I can guarantee you that. And if you do, where is it? Because liars don't have proof. So I live a conscious free life. I ain't got to worry about nobody saying anything because I'm not doing anything bad, one. And two, where's your proof that I'm doing something bad? Or because I say certain things on here, it's my opinion. I have an opinion about a lot of things. I have an opinion about government. I have an opinion about people's sex lives and what they do. I have an opinion against abortions. I have opinion like everybody else. I have opinions on plenty things. Racism. I have opinions on lots of things, just like you do. Everybody has opinions. So what's the problem? I can't tell you my opinion. You can tell me yours, and we can be cool about it. I'm not going to hate you for your opinion. I'm not going to hate you because you're whatever. I don't care. Like you, if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. That's how it is. I don't care if you're black, white, Chinese, whatever. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. That's it. You're a woman, you're a man, whatever. It don't matter. You're cool with me, I'm cool with you. You don't disrespect me, then I won't disrespect you. Why can't we all get along and accept each other's opinions and move on? Because right now, like the world is in uproar because a lot of people love Donald Trump and a lot of people love Kamala Harris. So if I say I like Donald Trump and you hate his guts, you're gonna like disown me. But you shouldn't. It's just a preference. I prefer that person. You prefer some. I didn't tell you I hate you because you love her. I'll be like, oh well, we'll see. You like Michael Jackson? Okay, cool. I do too. So we agree. We like Michael Jackson. Okay, cool. So what's wrong if we disagree? We don't have to hate each other. It's a preference. It's an opinion. It's what you like. I like sports. You don't. So don't hate me because I like sports. See, people are so delusional. Oh yeah, definitely, Destiny. They do get jealous of, what I do and how I carry myself. But that's their problem. They have to live with it, not me. All right, Tristan, you said, hey, I had an ex reach out to me after years. Why did they reach out after all this time? Should I respond? Looks like you already made your decision. You ain't responding. If you do respond to this person, this person is not going through a good time right now. They feel very like they feel like other people have destroyed their lives and made them feel bad. So they want like your deep emotional feelings. They want to talk to you. There's a lot of communication here. So this ex of yours has been following their old ways. They've got oppression. They're not happy. They ever since ever since the relationship they had with you, they haven't had anybody else decent, or the person that they were with all this time has made them feel, bad, or not didn't work out. Or if they're still in a relationship with somebody, they're not happy. But they want to talk to you. They're going to be very determined to talk to you, and they want to tell you about some emotional feelings, and they know that you would care, or they think that you're going to care about them. But this person is still reversed here. Like they're very excessive and exaggerated. So once you give them the time of day, they're going to try to like pursue you more or talk to you more and see and ask about your life. So to be honest, I don't think it's a good idea if you respond, because they're only going to talk about themselves and because they're going through hard times. And I got this person being reversed. So they're not changed. They're still bad. So I would say that you're going to get caught up in your emotions if you speak to this person and try and feel bad for them, but it's only like a communication thing. That's all they want, is to like tell you their problems. No, they're definitely not changed. No. Yeah, they just want to use you. So, but they're going to be determined to get your attention. So be prepared for more messages, or are you there, or why don't you speak to me, or they're going to try and contact you in a different way. So they're still going to try and communicate with you even though you're not responding. They're going to try again. I feel like they will try again, or they're going to like see if they can talk to somebody that knows you until you answer them. But either way, even if you talk to them or not, it's up to you. But I would say that nothing good's coming out of it. They haven't changed at all. So they're still the idiot that you left. And the reason you're asking why did they reach out after all this time is because their life is not good right now. So they want sympathy. They want you to like fill the void of their negativity, because they know you're a good person. So they want to see if they can feed off you. So yeah, they haven't changed. And the reason why is because their life is shit. I see this person like feeling defeated, like they can't get ahead. And like you said, they just want to use you. So if you allow it, it's your fault. Oh yeah, Destiny, that's true. Why do people always come back when things are wrong? Because they realize that when they were with you, it was right, or better than what they were in. That's why they come back. But it's up to us to take them back. So if we take them back, we're just as dumb as they are. That's why I always tell people you have to take accountability for your actions. So if you go back and get screwed over again, it's your fault. All right, Tristan, you said your old job did some bunch of shady and illegal shit towards you. If you go after them, will I be successful legally? That's sad that they did that. I always remember you always have problems with those people. People always treat their employees like shit. I don't know why. This is fucking so dumb. Like, and some people think, yeah, they're not going to do anything. Well, if you do take legal action, then it's saying that It's going to cause you a lot of money. It's going to cost you money to get a lawyer or to get like to get what you got back. So whatever you put into this case, you're not going to get back what you put in. So it's um it's not going to be a win situation for you, unfortunately. So it's saying that just stay honest to yourself and just be the person who you are, and then they're going to get karma eventually for their actions. But if you do proceed in a legal way, it's not going to be a worthwhile change, because you're going to have to pay a lawyer or somebody to take legal action, and then you're going to end up paying for shit and then not getting nothing in return, because they might just like they're not going to compensate you for anything. So it's not like you're gonna, if you're looking to make money off of it, then I would say no, you're not going to get anything out of it. But if you want to get justice, like, and see them like suffer, you're still not going to get the amount of justice from it like you think you are, like you want to, I mean. It's saying that if you take action, it's not gonna, nothing good's gonna come out of it. It's just gonna cause you more anxiety. It's gonna cause you more like unstable, finances, and you're gonna have to pay all this money to just get after somebody that's just, not gonna get you anywhere. What spirit wants you to do, Tristan, is to concentrate and apply your knowledge to something very good that will make you learn and have new ideas. And that's the news that they want to bear to you, is let that shit go and keep concentrating on your life and making your life better. Like, I know it's fucked up, but we can't live, spirit doesn't want you to live with a revenge type of mode towards these people, because they're saying that they're eventually going to get theirs anyway. So I always tell people, sometimes it's not worth going after people. Just God sees and hears what we don't. So they're going to end up getting karma for their bullshit that they done to you. So God's going to allow you to see them get their karma. So that's how you got to look at it. But if you take action, nothing really is going to come out of it, unfortunately. And sometimes that's the best thing to do, is let go and let God deal with it, I know that, just leaving those people and getting away from them is like the best thing that you did. So how somebody treats you is not really like on our hands to deal with necessarily. Sometimes we just have to let it go and better ourselves and know that we made the right decision getting away from bad people. But bad people always get karma. So at least God will let you see them get theirs. So if you go after him, you won't be successful illegally, no. So I'm getting no. Because it might be your word against theirs unless you have like significant evidence. And even if you do, it's still going to cost you some type of financial loss for getting them. Yeah. Yeah, see? So there, I got a man and a woman that you used to work with, and their lives are all messed up. They're very tricky, dishonest, double dealing. They took advantage of people, not only you, but these people are ineffective. These people are weak and petty, and they fail at what they're doing. See, I got all bad cards on the people that disrespected you. And I got that these people don't have friends. These people are like at a loss, and they have bad faith. They're already getting bad karma. They're not making any type of significant, success in their life. And you shouldn't even dwell on that. Like, sometimes the people that do us wrong, they get theirs eventually. And if we're lucky, we get to see them get karma. So the main message here, Tristan, is to keep doing what you do, better your life and be better, and not worry about what karma they're going to get or if you can get back at them. Just losing you as their employee is a bad thing because you were a good person. So that's how you gotta look at it sometimes, you know. I know a lot of people want revenge and want to get people for what they did to you, but that's sometimes is not up to us. And I realized that a long time ago. I never look for revenge anymore. I used to. And what I do now is I just say, you know what? I'm going to allow myself to be better and show the people who disrespected me how powerful and how successful I am. And they're going to be so mad. Well, there you go. See, that's what the cards are pretty much saying is they're good. People that did you wrong are going through a bad time. So they're already getting calm. There's no need to add to it. Because people who are usually bad, they have their lives are shit. And you're right, they probably did taking it out on you. They had to take it out on somebody. Unfortunately, we get in the crossfire. So at the end of the day, you came out on top if you really think about it. You left a toxic job and a toxic situation and a toxic person. And that person's still at that job and they're going through a rough divorce and a custody battle. And that's why they're still in a bad place and you're not. You're not the one going through a rough divorce and a custody battle. You bettered your life by leaving, and now you're about to better your life even more because you're going to make your life better for you. That's what you got to do. That's the ultimate revenge is these people that disrespecting you, seeing you get better. Because if they're going around saying that Tristan was this and Tristan was that and he was that and that was this and that's why I did it, and they see you evolving somewhere else, then people are going to be like, that guy's lying. Because look at Tristan now. He's perfectly fine. Like he's doing great. He's got a better job. He's got a better life. So obviously that person was the problem, not Tristan. You see, that's what I've been doing my whole life. I make my haters look dumb for disrespecting me and trying to make me look bad. So when people that they tell the lies about me, they see the truth and then they're like, fuck, I believe Mark now because look at him and look at that person. They're just jealous that Mark's better than them or doing better than them. That's the same thing like I'm trying to explain to you. Sometimes it's not up to us to get back at people. It's just you just sit back and allow yourself to watch them destroy their own life. Or you give them a front row ticket to see how good you're doing. Because that's what really revenge is to me. And like getting back at somebody or getting somebody, to feel the wrath of what they did to you is them seeing you succeed. That's the worst feeling for a bad person is seeing somebody that they disrespect get better and better. So it makes them look more and more like a liar. And that's facts. And that's the way I live my life. My ex-brother-in-law has been bashing me for the past year and a half. He's been talking shit about me all day, every day. He's called me every name in the book. He's told everybody all these lies about me. And then when people see me doing my thing and doing the things that he says I was doing, like implying things and stuff, people come to me and say, hey, he said this. I'm like, yeah, tell him I said hello. Tell him I don't care what he says. You see me, you see what I'm doing. I don't care what they say. He ain't paying my bills. By the way, you can tell him when is he going to do this and when is he going to do that. And if he has something to say, tell him come say it to my face. So I can knock his teeth down his throat. But people ain't going to do that shit. See, there you go, bro. And congratulations. Because I've heard you go through this bullshit. I've seen you in here, stressing over it. And I'm glad you're doing better now, bro. And that's what I told you, that you have to change. You have to find a way to change. And when it does, you'll say to yourself, you know what? I should have done this a long fucking time ago. But it happened when it was supposed to happen. There was many times that you were looking for a better solution and it didn't happen. But when it did, now look what you're saying, you know? You're making more money now. So if you're making more money now, fuck those people. They're getting karma not having you. And if you're happy, then that's their karma. Your happiness is their karma. Because somebody might see you that knows them and say, hey, you remember that guy Tristan that used to work here? He's at this other place and he's doing great. They're like, oh, really? Oh, yeah, good for him. And then when they go into their office and sit down, they're going to be like, fuck, I'm going to look like an idiot now. I was telling everybody Tristan is this and Tristan is that. But meanwhile, this person told me that Tristan's doing great. Fuck. And then you make idiots look like idiots. It's simple. That's why the best thing to do is keep on trucking along and do what's best for you. Who cares what anybody else thinks? And what's in the past, you leave it there. Don't even bother taking legal action or anything. That's why God and Spirit blessed you with a better job and making more money to tell you, hey, don't worry about it. We got you. Look, we made things better for you. So that's your justice, if that makes sense. Some people don't see it that way because people have a real desire and determination to get back at people. But getting back at people in the best way is showing them your success. And you can do whatever you want, but to me, that's my suggestion. Is to keep letting them see you evolve. And if you're happy now, why go back and open up a can of worms that's gonna make you feel bad when your life is better now? Sometimes it's good just to let shit go and just not worry about it anymore. But it's up to you, bro. I'm not you, but my personal opinion is to not do anything and just keep living your life. That's what I do. Not saying everybody has to do what I do, but that's what I do. I don't even get back or try to get back at anybody. I'm like, yeah, your day has come. God's going to give me the privilege of watching you get calm. But it's hard for some people to do because they want revenge. They want to get back at people. But then something bad happens to you. And then you're like, I should stop now. Hey, Virgo, what's up, sweetie? You good? One thing my parents always says is to ignore people. That's the best medicine for them. Is ignore them and they'll eventually get their karma. Which I strongly believe, but I never did believe that because I wanted to get them now. But, sometimes it doesn't work that way. But there's a person that has been bashing me for years, which is my ex-brother-in-law. And the last year and a half, he's really tried to get me to provoke me to hit him or to get in trouble. And I just ignore him. I'm like, yeah, whatever. When he can prove the things he says, go get the proof. If you claim I did this and I did that, or I'm doing something bad, where's the proof? I'm still waiting. It's been a year and a half. I'm still waiting for the things you claim I did. Where is it? And why should I react to a lie if I know the truth? You're just exposing yourself, not me. Because ain't nothing to expose. I ain't done nothing wrong. If I did, I'd be worried. Not much. Yeah, I had a good weekend so far. It's been rainy, cloudy, sunny, all in one. Yesterday it was on and off rain. I was outside working yesterday it was about 2:30, 3 o'clock yesterday. And I was out there cutting trees. And tidying up everything. All of a sudden, it started pouring rain, and I'm like, damn it! So I had to run with the machine and put it inside, and like, yeah, I got all wet and shit. And I'm like, damn it, man! I'm trying to get shit done, and like the weather's just annoying me. And today is the same way. Like I wanted to go outside and do some work, but I just decided to come on here instead, which I'm glad I did. I get to see people, different people in here, because I'm always coming on here late. So, and plus, there's nothing for me to watch right now. All my teams have played already, and I ain't got nothing else to do. And I'm not gonna go work outside because the weather keeps acting up. So I was like, I might as well come on here. And I've had fun on here. I've been on here for an hour and 40 minutes. All right, Tristan. Yeah, I already cleaned my apartment. I'm good. I just got clothes to wash now. I just got a load of clothes to wash, and I gotta fold some clothes in the background there, and that's it. I've already mopped and swept and washed my dishes. But I'm not gonna wash no clothes. Fuck that. Select. Yeah, try not to fight anybody, bro. That's not that's not the way. Sometimes you gotta let shit go and just allow yourself to hear their downfalls. But if you want to do it, it's up to you. But my suggestion is not to do it. Have I ever watched Danielle's tarot? No. Is she sexy? I only watch sexy readers. No, I'm only teasing. Hold on a sec. Let me see if I can find her. Search her. To be honest, bro, I don't really watch too many people. I don't watch too many readers. I just watch like my main friends and stuff. But I don't really watch like regular people or people I don't know. Unless somebody tells me go watch them, I'll go watch them. But if somebody ain't really like saying, "Hey, you gotta really go watch this person," I don't even see the person. Is her channel called Danielle's Tarot? Is it actually called that? I just typed it in and I don't get it. I don't get the person. Let me see what you said. Oh, okay. She goes by Holistic Brooklyn Eye. Okay. I have to let me type that in. Holistic. Oh shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Holistic Brooklyn. I see. I'm not getting that either. Holistic Brooklyn Eye. Yeah, I'm not. I typed in Holistic Brooklyn Eye, like you said, and I don't see no tarot chick. I just see some other bullshit. I don't see no psychic. Let me put in psychic actually. Nope, nothing. Hey, do you have her link? I'm typing it in. I don't see nothing. It doesn't show me like that actual person. I put in Holistic Brooklyn Eye Psychic and nothing comes up. It just says psychic reading in Brooklyn, New York. And then it says psychic Anjun. That's an Indian person. That's some next level shit. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I was seeing. Yeah, I typed it in the search and nothing's here. Let me see if I write holistic Brooklyn Eye Tarot. Let me see if that works. I got Brooklyn Born Tarot. I got Brooklyn Born Tarot. And that's it. Akashic Eye Tarot. I'm not getting no Danielle. Or I also got Holistic and Spiritual as Fuck podcast. The name you gave me, nothing's coming up. The only thing I got is Brooklyn Born Tarot. That's it. Nothing else. Yeah, see, when you send the link, it doesn't show up on here. If you sent the link, it's not going to show up, unfortunately, because they stopped allowing the link to come through. I don't see it. Shit. Let me see. Okay, I'll try that. All right, Destiny. You too. Say hello to Mom. And I'm glad you came by and hung out with Marky. Yeah, I got 2 L's on here, so I'll take 1 L out. Okay, cool. Let me see. What the hell? I'm not getting anything. It just won't come up. Nah. Nothing at all. You know, sometimes, right? If you just put in live tarot, then it'll show you who's live. So let me try that. Cause see, I put live tarot and it shows me on here. Let me see if it shows her. Nope. I'm not getting anything, man. This is weird. I'm not getting anybody. Sometimes they just don't show people, like it's weird. That's unusual. I don't know. That's weird. Live readings? All right, let me check. Live readings. It shows me. Shows some other people. Sage, tarot, and astrology. Damn it. I'm not seeing it. Let me type in live readings. Holistic. I typed the whole thing in. Nothing. Damn it. Nothing's coming up, Tristan. I don't know why, but it's not showing me our channel. It's weird. Okay. Yeah, I was just about to tell you to email me the link because that's the only way it'll probably work. Yeah, I typed it in the search bar and it won't show me anything. It just shows me everybody else but her. I don't know, maybe she banned me or something. I'm just teasing. She probably don't even know me. All right. Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah, it showed up now. Yeah, I got it now. Let me see. Oh, it's loading. Okay. Yeah, she's live right now. Cool. I'll check her out. Holistic Brooklyn Eye. Cool. Maybe I had to type it all in one name, like one thing. Maybe that's it. Let me see if I did. If I do that, it'll come up. See, I typed it all one thing, and it came up. See, I had space. I had holistic space Brooklyn space I. But when I type it all holistic Brooklyn I, it came up one time. Yeah, she looks like a badass chick. She looks gangster. She's like, fuck with me now. Yeah, I'll subscribe to her and check her out. Thanks for letting me know. I'll check her out. I always go and check everybody, see what they're up, see if I like the person or talk shit to them or whatever. Yeah, that's cool. I'll subscribe to her. Yeah, see, as soon as I typed it all one word, it came up, no problem. But if I put a space in between it, like a normal person, like a normal thing, like it doesn't work. So that's weird. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll take your word for it. All right, bro. Thanks for coming by. Man. It's good to see you. I'm glad everything's good. I just subscribed to it. I just pressed the subscribe button. So I'll go check her out. Virgo, what's the word? All's good in the hood. I saw you post up on FB. You were basically saying fuck everybody. I was like, oh god. Virgo is going to fuck everybody off again. Virgo's like, look, leave me the fucking alone. Fuck you people. Don't fucking irritate me. I'm talking shit. Delete all you motherfuckers. Fuck out of here. If you ain't my people, goodbye. That's the way it should be anyway. That's what I do. I get rid of every fucking body. People always ask me, oh, you ain't got sense on Facebook? I'm like, no, hell no. Why not? It's because I don't want them on there. I don't want these fucking people watching me. You know many sexy women I got on my Facebook? I don't want them to be bothering my women. My brother got Facebook last year for the first time, right? And the first thing he did was tell my sister, oh yeah, Mark's got all these unusual people from all over the world on his Facebook. I don't know. How does he know all these people? See, look, pokey ass mofo want to look at all my women that I speak to online, from here, because I have a lot of people on Facebook that come in here, tons of you. And he was like, oh, he knows all these different people on there. Who's all these people he knows? And my sister's like, it's people that he met. Who cares? You don't know I do psychic shit, right? So my sister was like, "Yep, you were right, Mark. You said that shit was gonna happen." I'm like, "Of course," because he's jealous because I'm got all these women on my Facebook and he don't. Nobody wants your dumb ass, bro. And those women on there ain't mine anyway. They're just my clients and my friends. Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? So yeah, that's why I don't like adding people like that because all they want to do is watch what you're doing and see what you're doing or see if you're like, you know, just being idiots, man. I can't deal with people like that. I can't stand when people are like, oh, who's this or who's that? None of your fucking business. Why are you worried about my friends? Do I do that to you? Do I go on your Facebook and say, hey, who's this? None of your damn business, jackass. Get your own Facebook. Go at them then so they can delete you. You know what I mean? People are annoying, man. Always want to aggravate me. Why people gonna aggravate me for? Sun's all in my face now. The sun comes and goes. 1 minute it's all in my face, and the next minute it's gone. Hey Erica, how you doing? Okay then. How was your parent-teacher meetings? Did you have to put any parents in their place? Always wanted to ask a teacher that. Do you ever like want to put a parent in their place and say, let me tell you something, your son or your daughter is doing this? And they'd be like, not my daughter, not my son, not my precious little Jimmy. Well, let me tell you something. I'm their teacher and I'm fucking telling you, yeah? Do you ever have to do that to anybody? I've always wanted to ask that. You ain't got to answer that question. I would if I was a teacher. I'd be like, look, your little fucking Jimmy is a pain in the ass. Okay? And if you don't sort his shit out, then I'm gonna fucking expel his ass. You got me? So you better be a better parent. Oh my god, how dare you? How dare me? I just did, mofo. Do something about it. I won't be that bad. Not. I'm doing good. All's good. It's been a nice, peaceful day. Even though it's been sunny, cloudy, rainy. See, look, now the sun disappeared again. I want to do some work, but the weather's not allowing me to. But it's Sunday. I don't really work on Sunday anyway. So I'm trying to stay on here and not do anything. Not do any hard work at least. And just talking to everybody. I've seen a lot of people today that I haven't seen in a while, so I'm glad I came on. And here comes the sun again in my face. That's my dog. She wants to be none. You okay, baby? You good? You sleepy? You awake now? You're a good girl. Okay? You're a good girl sometimes. Yeah, I know you can't do it. You can't outright say it because you'll get in trouble. But Yeah, exactly. And that's good. I'm glad you're like that because some teachers don't even care. You know, a lot of teachers don't give a shit, but I'm glad you do. Yeah, I'm good. I can't complain. My sister's a teacher. My older sister, she's got a master's and bachelor's degree, and she's been a teacher for 25 years. I've heard good and bad things about her. Some kids like her and some kids don't. But my sister, she's a Aries, so she tells you like it is, even if she's wrong. But a lot of people have told me she's a really good teacher, and she's really good with. She loves kids, so yeah, she's uh she's actually away right now on her break. She went away for the weekend with her husband. Yeah, she's been a teacher for 25 years. Yeah, sure you can, for sure. When I was in school, I didn't like much teachers. I only had one favorite teacher. He was my math teacher. He's a really cool guy. I really liked him. He actually made me stay in school. He made me want to stay in school. I looked forward to his classes, and I did really good in math anyway. And he always he always would give you a chance, like to make up things and to do better and to he allowed you to be funny and stuff. He allowed you to be yourself. So he was probably my favorite teacher. I actually stayed in school because of him. Like he convinced me to stay in school for a little longer, but then I left anyway. I dropped out of school when I was 17. I never graduated or went to college or anything like that. My older sister was mad at me and my mom and dad. They're like, you should stay in school. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna work. I made out all right. It's not for everybody. It's definitely not for everybody, that's for sure. But I encourage all my nephews to go to school. I encourage everybody to stay in school. Because if not, you're gonna be like me and bust your ass. Hey Barb, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? My nephews always ask me about my school life, and especially the two youngest ones next door. Some days they say that they want to leave, and I'm like, no, no, don't leave. Back then and now is two different things. Now, like you need certification and you need paperwork and you need to be a graduate, or else you ain't gonna get a job. So if you have proof of paperwork and education, it's better for you. So they're like, yeah, yeah, okay, Uncle Mark, yeah. I'm like, yeah, don't be like me because you're gonna be working hard for the rest of your life. I always encourage them to stay in school. I don't want them to drop out. So far, out of my six nephews, four have graduated, three have gone to college, and the other one has a full time job. The oldest one has a full time job now, too. And the two youngest are still in school. I know a lot of people be like, please, Mark, don't tell them to not go to school because you hate school. I'm like, no, I won't. They're not my children for me to tell or judge. I could care less who goes to school and who doesn't. I made my choice, and it was a good one. That's all that matters. I made good choices. Some people will be like, well, you wouldn't have to work hard if you were in college. Oh, then I guess I'm meant to work hard then. You ain't gotta worry about it. It's not your back or your legs or your arms. It's not your life. You're such an asshole. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, Barb, I feel it. I feel the pain every day. I my back hurts, my legs. So I get more frequent headaches now than I usually do. Huh. Joy of getting older. But I always try to uh I always try to make sure like I'm doing the right thing so I can help myself, you know. Erica, I got your donation. Thanks. You can ask your questions when you're ready. Okay, Bargo, take care. I'll be back on tonight probably. Yeah, I remember you said that they all turned out to be carpenters and stuff. That's cool. A guy named Woody. I want to know if he will leave your line. Just give me you know, give me his picture and his address, and I'll take care of him for you. I'll put on the ski mask and I'll pull up on him and say, "Yo, you know Erica? Yeah, bro. What's with the gun?" And like, "Yeah, leave her alone, bro. That's I'm gonna have to take you out, bro. You understand?" Okay, sir. All right, no problem. There you go. Problem solved. Now, let me be serious. I do it for you. If I was there, I'd do it for you. I'll pull up on him. That's why my sisters like me for that reason. I'll go threaten a guy if they act up. All right, let's see. Oh, he was probably drunk. I see that this guy, like, he's living in denial, and he's like, I get like a weird energy about him. Like he's sad. He feels he's in trouble. Like he's like he wants to have fun because he wants a relationship. Like he wants to be with somebody, but he comes off as a person who's like a misunderstanding, like, or he comes across as somebody who is gonna cause trouble. So his energy is not that great. But as far as him like leaving you alone, I would say eventually. But I think that he's gonna have to have like another person. Like, let me just check some. Yeah, I think he's still gonna bother you for a bit, but just be very cautious and discreet, and like make sure you know Make sure you don't say nothing to him. Try to ignore him and try to like get away from him as much as you can. Just be very cautious around him. I don't see him harming you or doing anything bad to you, but what I do get is like he's trying to take advantage of you, or he's trying to like manipulate you, or but you, I think you see that already, like, and you know to be discreet and to be like, yeah. But I see him eventually leaving you alone after a couple times, but um he's still gonna try, but just keep denying him. Yeah, if you blocked him, then you're good. But even if you see him personally somewhere, just try to like tell him, look, just leave me alone. Yeah, but I'm getting that whatever effort you put into like not dealing with him, it'll be fine. Like I don't get like no harm or nothing bad, but I just get like he's trying to take advantage of whoever would allow him to. So I would say he'll eventually leave you alone. But I feel like he'll try again when he sees you. He'll try to like speak to you or say something. Yeah. In the next 2 weeks, I don't see you like seeing him like where he's gonna bother you. So you should be fine. I don't get nothing like extremely bad. But he might try to like speak to you or say something to you, but just ignore him, obviously. Like try not to like give him any time of day. But that's easier said than done sometimes. But I don't see any like major situation or major problem. I just see like maybe he might try again to like talk to you or something like that, but nothing like serious where he'll bother you or like do some bodily harm to you or something like that. So I would say, as far as him leaving you alone, eventually he will, yes. But I still think that when he sees you like again, he might try to speak at least say something, but he won't like do anything harmful. Now the sun's back out again. This time of day, it's like almost 5 o'clock here, so it's coming right through the door. But in the next 2 weeks, if you decide to go somewhere, I don't see him bothering you. Barb. Yeah, you know how these idiots are. Mhm. But if she already like rejected him, then she probably will get the point anyway. That's why sometimes you got to make threats and say, look, if you bother me again, I'm calling security. That's all. That's what I would do. If I was a woman and a guy was bothering me to a point where I felt uncomfortable, I'd be like, look, I'm going to call security if you don't fucking leave me alone. I'll be like, look, I'm going to call my brother and tell him come down here and slap the shit out of you. So leave me alone. I'll start causing a scene. I'll start screaming and shit. Leave me alone. I'll be all dramatic. He'll leave you alone after that. As long as you told him that, then that's fine. But see, if he kept buying you beers, I would have never accepted it. See, so by him buying you beers, he's pretty much like, saying, hey, if you're accepting them, that means you want me. So if you accept the beers, you're adding to like his confidence to like get more. So if I was you, I wouldn't even like took any of it. You know? Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Because you never know what he put in it. He could have put something in there. That's good. At least you got some good friends. They kept throwing him away. Yeah. He was trying something. But I'm still getting nothing back because I think you guys are smart enough to know what he's about. So now that that happened and he failed, I don't think he'll try again. But I do think that he will like stare or speak or try to speak or try to send you a drink just to aggravate you if that's what he wants to do. Because I still see like he might still try one more time, but I think he's got the point now. I don't know why people do that shit. That's so annoying. Oh, that's good, Bob. And my sister tells me all the time that she's grateful for me because her ex-husband is scared of me, so he'll never come around here or even try to, because he knows that I'll beat the crap out of him. I've already threatened him a few times. I've never hit him because I'm like 3 times his size. He's like a little toothpick. So one punch from me, he'll probably like, you know, yeah. That's one of the reasons why he left his house so quick. Once they separated, he was like separated in a different room, different section of the house for like 3 months. He went and got a new place. He went and got an apartment so quick. He was out of there. He was gone. He was like, I want to stay far away from Mark as possible. And then he tried to frame me for shit and try and make act like I was stealing from him. All this bullshit he tried doing to me. Well, that's good, Bob. At least you ain't gotta worry about him no more. Hopefully, God will put him in a better place. People get forgiven and get another chance, so they don't be stupid. So yeah, yeah. My sister tells me all the time. Thank God you're here because if you wasn't, he'd definitely try to come around and act up. All right, Barb. So Erica, you said what I don't think he did, because even after he was texting me to give him a ride, to give you a ride and apologize for not being to get me home. Yeah, see that's weird as shit. Yeah, well that's good. Well, as long as you blocked him and he's talking to himself now, I'm sure he got the point. But I still feel like um, he might see you and be like, "Hey, why'd you block me?" or "What did I do wrong?" or something like that. Blah blah blah. So then it's up to you to just tell him, "Look, leave me alone, bro. Go away. Just leave me alone." It's that simple. Tell him, "Smell you later. Bye." That's what I do when I don't want nobody around. I tell him, "Look, go fuck yourself. Leave me alone." But he might speak to you again, but it's nothing like I don't see nothing bad happening at all. So you'd be fine. I don't see like anything bad, like him, retaliating or being stupid. He could have been he could have been drunk or something, or he could have been like talking out of his ass or whatever and saying, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't give you a ride and able to get you home. And some people are delusional like that. You probably say, yeah, let me buy her some drinks and then try and take her home. That's just weird all around. But at least you were smart enough to not drink the beers and to not go anywhere with him. So you did the right thing and block his ass. So I don't think you have to worry about him too much, which is good. I don't understand why people do shit like that. Like, this is weird. Like, well, because you buy somebody drinks, you think you can take them somewhere or whatever. Some people are so delusional, it's crazy. I ain't buying no woman no damn drinks in the club because then if something happens to you, it's my fault because I'm the one who gave it to you or bought them for you. So I don't want that burden on me. I'll be buying you drinks. You might put something in the drink just to frame me. Oh no, you ain't getting me. No, you won't. Hell no. Some people are tricky, man. They'll do shit like that. But thank God I don't have to deal with them. That shit. Leave me alone. Shoe go away. But there's always, when you're in a place like that, like I feel the same way here. Like, there's not too many people around. We're a small island, so everybody kind of knows everybody. That shit pisses me off because, like, they're always trying some bullshit. It's definitely annoying, that's for sure. Because everywhere you go, like, you always fear seeing certain people, or if I see such and such, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that, or if they're there, I'm not going. Like, it's a pain in the ass living in a place where you kind of know everybody, because that's what happens here. It's very annoying. Something I definitely can't stand. Joys of being in a place with a little bit of people. Right. Yeah. Well, that's how they try and prey on people. Like, they act all cool in the beginning, and then they just, do stupid shit. So you live and learn. It's not your fault for not being mean and being a good person and giving it a chance. At least you did what you had to do. You were kind enough to give him your number and try at least. But he's the one who screwed it up. Who knows? Maybe he got like nervous, or maybe he was like, you know what? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, some people come across weird, really weird. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you wanted to go for a drive, that's kind of creepy. You're like, where the hell are you taking me? Like, and what makes you think I want you to come to where I live? Yeah, I'm not gonna tell that to anybody. I'll be like, I would never tell a woman, hey, I'm gonna come, let's go for a drive. She'd be like, I don't really know you like that, bro. I ain't going nowhere with you. Like if he wanted to get to know you and be around, you should have came over to your friends and you and be like talking to you on the side, pull you to the side. Like if he saw you with your friends, I still would have came up to you if I'm interested and I'm texting you. I'd be like, yeah, let's hang out here in front of your friends and show you that you can trust me. I don't know what goes through guys' minds sometimes. They're like they're weird, man. If anything, I would like come up to you in the club and I'll be like, hey, what's up? And your friends can introduce me to you, whatever. Or you can introduce me to your friends, I mean. I'll be like, yo, what's up? And I'll start talking to you and do whatever. But I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna take you home. Hell no. Yeah, I know. It's a certain dates you just can't do. Like, like going for a drive. I don't know, bro. I'll meet you there. Uh yeah, it sounds like some off energy in a way. Especially if he's like, I'm gonna take you home and all that type of bullshit. If you wasn't his ride, I mean if he wasn't your ride to get there, then what makes you think that you're gonna take me home or whatever, or take me anywhere? So that right there is just like a no-no. That's a red flag. Now if you asked him for a ride, that's different. But if he's like claiming you to go to be his ride home, then that's kind of like a little bit too much, bro. I would never tell a woman, yeah, I'll take you home, or can you come? I'll take you home. If you ask me to take you, I take you. But if I'm not gonna ask you to take you home. Now, if you implied it like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna get home, and I would like, well, you can either call a taxi or I can take you if you want. I'll offer it to you if you ask, and it's up to you. But I'm not gonna be like what how he did. Yeah, I'll take you home. Mofo, I didn't ask you. So it looks like he did the right thing by blocking him and getting rid of him. I wouldn't deal with that situation. There's always some idiot, man. Or if he saw you there, he could have just texted you right then and there and be like, hey, when you get a chance, I see you're busy with your friends, but when you get a chance, can we have a little chat? That's different too. That's what I would have done. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's kind of weird. Yeah. Yeah. So if he did that, he was just desperate to see if you would take his offer. Because obviously he wanted more than what he was getting. So That's why some people try to see if you're about that life, you know. But because you showed them you weren't, you was like, shit, oh well. I thought that she was probably gonna come home with me or whatever, or I'll be able to take her home, or I can pull her away from her friends and do what I want. But he failed miserably. So it's his loss at the end of the day. Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, it's the same thing I feel here. I feel the same way here, Erica. And I can't do it with like people here in Bermuda. They're just weird, like, you know. A lot of the women here are weird, and a lot of the women are like, "Oh, were you with my friend that time, you know, like 10 years ago? Did you have sex with her because she told me you did?" I'm like, "No, I didn't have sex with this. What the fuck are you talking about?" I'm like, "No, no, I hope she's not claiming that she claiming my D or claiming that she did that with me because that didn't happen." "Oh, I trust her because she's my friend." I was like, "Woman, she's cock blocking you. She just don't want you to be with me." I always got to fight with women here in Bermuda, like, because they always think that, like, I'm been with, like, all these women. And I'm like, look, I ain't been with none of these weirdos. They claimed that they were, but they were, I don't know what dream they was in. And if I had been with you, I'd say it. So, like, you can believe what you want, sweetheart. That's the downfall of being, like, in a small place, like, that everybody knows, you know, everybody. Oh, yeah, same here. There's a bunch of guys my age that are 40 in their 40s, late 40s, like me, that are single, and all that's left is the same age or younger. Yeah, that's a little bit too much, depending on how old you are. So yeah, if they're old enough to be your daddy, then it's no good. If they're old enough to be your dad, that's not a good choice. And that's like me. Like the lowest woman I would date is like 10 years younger. So she's got to be like 35, 36, 37 or older. Like the lowest I'll go is probably like 35 or whatever. Like, I can't be with a woman that's more than 10 years, 15 years younger than me. That's kind of like not really my thing. So, but that's all that's left sometimes. And a lot of young women want an older guy because the younger guys are like weirdos. So, like, I can't find a decent man. They all want to, be this. An older guy's going to treat me right. Like, not all older guys. A lot of these older perps, they just want you for sex and flaunt you. And then once they need some Viagra, you're gonna be screwed. Literally. And most of them are broke anyway. They ain't gonna give you nothing. You be working for their old ass. But I know some people who have a significant age bracket and they did just fine. So it all depends on the person, like, and how you deal with the person and how you rock with them and how you know what you have in common, or if you really let it bother you. One of my cousins, her mom was 22 years younger than her dad, and they were together the whole time. They had two kids, and they were very happy with each other. And he passed away first, obviously, and then she lived to see like 80. And she always, talked about her husband and stuff. And she always said that she got critiqued and judged because she was with an older man that was 22 years older. But he took care of her. And they took care of each other. They had a house, kids, and they did the right things. And it was just like fucked up. But they're like the oldest couple I know. They're like the oldest age bracket that I know of personally. I know other people that have a significant age difference, but they're the oldest age difference I know. Yeah, exactly. I see what you mean. And plus, everybody has a preference. You know what I mean, Erica? Yeah, exactly. Not in a bar. Hey, love and life, how you doing? You all right, my friend? All's good in the hood. I'm glad you caught me live too. What's going on? But yeah, that's something that we talk about on here many times because a lot of women ask me like, you're 47, would you date like a 27-year-old? I'm like, oh hell no. I would if the circumstances were really good, and she's like, I know. I mean, I would, but it has to be like a miracle or something. I just can't see myself doing that. But you never know. Like I can say whatever I want, but she might end up being the best thing that ever happened to me, and I might be the best thing that happened to her. It might be meant to be, like, I don't know. But me personally, I won't go after a 27-year-old. I wouldn't. I'm not going after no 20-some-year-old woman. You're old enough to be my daughter. Like, fuck that. I mean, if they act right and they're like, worth my time and they're really like, they're okay with the age thing and they're not like dwelling on it or whatever, and we really love each other and care about each other and it works, then I'm going to be swallowing my words. I'm going to be like, I didn't want you because you're 20 years younger, but I'm so glad that we are together because we work together well and we're perfect for each other. So age difference is something that you really have to work on because of the generation, change and the age difference. But I know it works because I know a few people that have an age difference and they worked. So I'm sure it'll work for me, but it's not my preference. It's definitely not my preference, that's for sure. Some older guys would be like, yeah, man, go after those 20-year-olds, man. 20, who fucking cares, man? I'm like, yeah, you can, but not me. But if it's, I would never shut down the idea 100% because what if it's really my path? What if it's really meant to be? I would like analyze it and see if it'll work. But if I see like it's not gonna work, then I'm not gonna do it. And that's of any age. I don't give a shit what age you are. But if you ain't the one, you ain't the one. But if you are, then I'll see what happens. We'll see how it works out. That's my analysis on age group and age brackets and age difference. But me going after an older woman is nothing that I would want anyway, unless same thing. Now, if she's like 50 something years old and she's a good woman and I'm attracted to her and we're perfect for each other, then hell yeah, why not? I don't care if she's older than me, as long as she's cool. So the age to me is only a problem if the person shows their age or doesn't act their age or is like making a big deal about it. But if the person's good, I'll be good with them. That's all. Sometimes you can find somebody the same age and they're the worst person you ever met. True or not true? Of course. I know people who are the same age and they're like worst thing that ever happened, or the same sign or the same, nationality. It doesn't matter really to a certain extent. You really have to like see what's going on. Yeah, there you go, Erica. You know. Yeah, there's different circumstances, but it all depends. Like, I try not to like get myself involved with anybody too young because it's like it feels weird to me. Like I feel like, I'm about to date somebody that's could be my daughter. I'm like, oh hell no. But because I don't have kids, it'll be easy for me. It'll be easier for me to like probably accept it because I don't have a daughter her age, you know? So it'll probably be a little bit easier because I don't have a daughter, right? And then I'll be walking down the road and be like, "Oh, you got two beautiful daughters." I'm like, "Yeah, this is my wife and this is my daughter." Like, I don't want to be like looking like a pedo or something, or looking like a weirdo. I don't really care what anybody thinks anyway, but if I love you and you're good with me, we're good. But I don't really want that image. I've always been like against things like that. I feel too uncomfortable to be with somebody too young because I'm always gonna have that shit in my brain. When I go 67, she's gonna be 47, you know? So she's gonna probably be like fed up of me at 67 and be like, yeah, let me get rid of this old D. I need to get myself a new one. Meanwhile, I'll be gone. I'll be like, I wouldn't even care if she leaves anyway. I'll be like, get out of here, yeah. I'm retiring. I don't need you to fucking aggravate me. I'm had enough of you for 20 years. Goodbye. So I'll be good with whatever result there is. But I think it's more of an issue for a woman though. You know, I think most older women, like, they don't mind being with a younger guy because they feel more like full of themselves. That's my opinion. Like, I think that a lot of older women want a younger guy, but I don't think younger women want an older guy, like much older, because they know that that guy ain't gonna be able to hold it down in years to come. But then again, you never know. They can marry the guy for his money, his wealth, and shit. Hey, Miss Bikini, how you doing? You driving home? Okay, cool. Drive safe. Oh, well, yeah, you're 37, but so you know what's going on. Even if he's your age, it's still like, you still, that's the thing. Like, I've met women my age and they're whack as shit. But see, I look younger from my age according to what people say, especially when I shave. Like now, I don't, to some people, they don't think that I'm 47, but I feel 47, that's for sure. You can get on my body for a couple minutes, you'll feel my back and my legs and everything else. So I feel 47, but if I don't look 47, thanks. But it doesn't mean because I look young, I want a younger person. We might look good together if I keep shaving. You don't see them white hairs, yeah. But I've dated somebody 15 years younger than me a couple years ago, and to me it was okay. I didn't want to, but we ended up being cool, and we dated briefly. But I couldn't take it anymore. Like, I was like, yeah, you're just too dumb. You're too young and you're too stupid and you just don't understand anything. So I can't be with you. Goodbye. So I broke it off with her because she was just weird. So I did try it already, but I try and stay away from this situations. Now, if you're young and you're mature, and I take a liking to you, then that's different. But I'm not going out looking for it. Well, the thing with going to bars at a certain age, everybody judges people and whatever. But the thing is a lot of young, when people are young, they don't go to bars sometimes, and then when they're older, you have the time to go, so you go when you're older. And then some people, like myself, who went to bars at a very early age because I was a DJ. See, I was a DJ, so I DJ'd at all the popular bars here in Bermuda. So when I was DJing, I always used to get drunk ass hoes coming up to me, telling me that I'm sexy and tell me that they want to fuck me and, oh, let's get together, giving me their numbers, coming up to me, giving me a kiss for playing their song. And my girlfriend at the time, she'll be mad. And then I'll never like find a decent woman because everybody thought I was fucking all those girls that were coming up to me. So, like, being at a bar and playing music at a bar as a DJ, I got like people gave me a bad name. Meanwhile, I weren't even doing nothing. I weren't fucking all them hoes and shit. I don't want no STDs from you, dirty ass drunk hoods. Like I was like far away from them, but they just came to me, and then people started assuming shit. So that's the life I had to live here for years. But I didn't want to give up my DJ life because I loved it. But unfortunately, when you're at a bar, people, and now I don't go to bars at all. I refuse to go because I don't want to be caught up in that shit. Because I went at a young age, so now I just like, yeah, whatever. I don't need to go to no bar. Fuck that bar. So that's how I am now. Love and life, he said. I've been adulting for the last few months. Shit is gonna be real. Yeah, this will never change. Yeah, exactly. Love and life. That's how things have been. The energy's been that way. Um, People are never gonna change. They're just gonna get worse. And if they do change, it's only for a short period of time to put on a show. I used to call my ex brother-in-law the 2 week champion. And everybody's like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, he says he'll change for 2 weeks and then that's it. He says, yeah, I'm going to change. I'm going to change. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to stop doing this. And then 2 weeks later, he'll go right back to the original asshole he is. Rasta, I'm going to stop smoking. Then 2 weeks later, he'll be smoking again. I thought you said you're going to stop. No, man, I can't. He's a 2 week champion. That's what he is. He still is too, because a lot of people still tell me he ain't changed one bit. He's getting worse. Yeah. That's why I keep telling people, but nobody listens. Once you get fucked over by somebody, don't ever think they're gonna change. Because what they done to you, they're gonna do to everybody else, including you, if you bring them back into your life. Because people really don't change. And when they're good and ready, even if it takes a year or 2 or 3 later, they would do the same shit to you with no remorse. They don't care, because if they got away with it the first time, they're going to try and get away with it the second time and the third and the fourth until you like give up on them completely and run away or they die. So like you got to be very, careful on how you deal with people. If you let them back into your life, then that's your fault, not theirs. If they screw you over again, it's your fault for bringing them back. See, a lot of people don't take that accountability. They automatically think somebody has changed, or they're showing you that change for a couple minutes or an hour or a year or a month. That's those motherfuckers don't change. No, they don't. Every person that I've dealt with that screwed me over, they have not changed. I have never taken back a person that has done wrong to me. Nobody. If you done wrong to me, you ain't ever gonna see me or deal with me again. I'm not gonna deal with you no more. Give me a second. My sister's calling me. I just gotta mute for a second. That's my sister. She's on her way home. She had to go to a party. She's just asking me if I need anything from the grocery store. I'm glad. Now she can bring me home some milk for my coffee tomorrow. Yep, I feel the same way about my siblings as well. Love and life. That's been the talk of the town on here for the past couple days. Is family and Nobody wants to take accountability for their actions. They want to blame everybody else. Um, my older sister's the same way. She's a sorry ass biatch too, and she's selfish and she doesn't care about anybody but herself. And you know, uh, sometimes our family can hurt us the worst. And that's a big issue. That's a big problem in life. But my mom and dad don't want me to fight with my brothers and sisters, or they don't want me. They want me to be like happy with my family. But how can I if my brothers and sisters don't? We don't gel together, or they're jealous, or they're stupid, or they do dumb shit. I don't care if you're my brother or my sister or my mom and my dad. You fucking irritate me or disrespect me, I don't give a shit. You can be whatever to me, but that's all you are. You ain't nothing else. I'll cut you off. It's not a problem. Because one thing about me, I've always learned that if you cut somebody off, you're doing yourself a favor. You're not doing that person a favor. You're doing yourself the favor of not dealing with them anymore. And if they try to come back, you just keep telling them fuck off. That's all. Or embarrass their ass, or just completely, go off on them, I guess. Or you just ignore them. I didn't speak to my older sister. We had a big fight like 8 years ago. We had a huge blowout, and it was all her fault. So she attacked me. She actually wanted to hit me, and I was like, "You out of your fucking mind, woman?" So we had a big fight, and like big argument. And she was trying to hit me, but I wouldn't let her. And I told her, "If you hit me, I'm gonna knock your ass the fuck out." So she kind of like backed off after that. And then she was like, "Oh, who the hell you think you're talking to?" I said, "I'm talking to you, bitch. Who the fuck you think you are? You think I'm one of your little school kids or something? I'm your brother. You're only 3 years older than me. You know that, right? I don't give a fuck about you. I do everything. You don't do shit for mom and dad." I put her in her place. I told her how selfish she was. And she attacked me for no reason. And my youngest sister told her, "You don't want to go after Mark because he's going to tell you a lot of things you don't want to hear." And I ended up saying so much to her that she went and got a psychiatrist, and saw a psychiatrist to because I mentally fucked her up with all the things I said about her, because it bothered her that someone had to tell her about herself. And after that, she told my sister that she can't even look at me or face me. And my youngest sister said, "You did it to yourself. You should have known better. You know how Mark is. He's going to tell you about yourself." And he wanted to get that off his chest for the longest time. And I got more to say to her if she wants. I'm not perfect, but don't you dare disrespect me or my siblings, or my mom and dad. You're out of your fucking mind, woman. Or because you're a teacher and you think you're fucking smarter than everybody else, or you got money and shit, don't mean you're better than me, ho. Fuck you. I put her in her place for like disrespecting my parents. So now she kisses my parents' ass. And I'm like, yeah, you had to get fucked off in order to do what you're supposed to do. So today, my mom said that she called her from away and asked her what size her clothes is. You didn't even know your own mother's size clothes. That shows how retarded you are. Like, fuck you. One thing about me, I'm not afraid to tell people about themselves. But I'm also going to say, hey, I'm not perfect, but don't you dare act like you're better than me. Hell no, because I don't do that to you. But if you're doing something wrong, in my opinion, I'm going to tell you. And you might not like it, but that's your problem. And that's exactly what happened with me and my oldest sister. And my oldest brother, well, my only brother, he's older than me. He's the oldest. He's like 9 years more than me. And he's another one. He's always broke. He married a hoe, got a divorce. He's got 2 kids, 2 boys. And like he lives amongst his means all the time. He's always broke, always ain't got no money, always complaining. And he's always like, leeching off of my parents or anybody. I'm saying, you're 50 something years old. You need to wake the fuck up. I put him in his place too. But now, like, I kind of like 2 Christmases ago, we all bonded together and we're all cool now because the my nephews got involved. They were like my oldest sister's oldest son, he's 22, and me and him are cool. Like he's the first nephew, right? So he's like the special one. He was the first one. So he told his mother and father, look, I know you guys don't like Uncle Mark because he put you guys in your place, but you guys put it on yourself. You need to get over this shit. Everybody's coming to our house for Christmas. We all need to bond and we're family. We're not going to live forever. And you guys need to get over that shit because I love my Uncle Mark and we have a good time. He never done us wrong. You guys done him wrong. So you need to let it go and accept Mark here at the house and we want him here. So if it wasn't for my oldest nephew, like fucking like telling his mom about herself, we would have never like been cool again. So we speak now, we speak to each other, but we're not like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, yeah, Merry Christmas. Fuck you. I still know you're a dumb bitch, in my mind. I don't say it, but I say it in my mind. I said it 2 years ago. I was like, yeah, Merry Christmas. How you doing? Thanks for having me, And when I left, I was like, thanks a lot for, the food and thanks for having me here. I had a good time. It was one of the best Christmases ever because we finally like made peace and the boys were happy. Like they were like, thank God, like, because they know how I am. I'll tell everybody, fuck off. I don't need you. But so now we were on speaking terms, but we're not like buddy cool. Cause I know how she is. She'll turn on me again. Cause that's how she is. I know her, I've known her my whole life. But see, the boys put her in place. Her two boys, they're 22 and 19. And the oldest one really puts him in their place. He tells his mother, look, this is all petty ass shit, You need to stop that shit because Uncle Mark ain't doing nothing to you. You're the one who started this shit. Because my youngest sister told him that, Uncle Mark didn't do anything wrong. Your mother attacked him for some dumbass shit and accused him of shit he didn't do. So your Uncle Mark fucked her off and told her about what she's done, and she didn't like it. So guess whose problem it is? Hers. So when he knew the truth, he had my back. And he came here like 2 weeks ago, and he just bought a boat. And I had all these extra boat parts from that were in the house. So I gave him pure shit. So when he went home with all that extra parts, my sister probably said, where'd you get that from, Uncle Mark? So she must have been like, fuck, these guys love him. So like I keep getting her back by giving the boys things and doing things for them. Like if they need me, I'm always there. I'm never going to disown my nephews for their parents' stupidity. I give my nephews everything like they're my own children. I always take care of all of them. All 6 of them, I do anything they ask me. They want me to hook something up for them. They want me to buy them something. They want me to get them something. They want me to take you somewhere. Whatever they want, I'll help them out. Or because I'm not cool with your parents don't mean nothing. Like they know that they hate on me like that. Yeah. That's what they do. Like they all get involved and think that, they're better than you and all that shit. Or they think that, I can get this and I'm going to get that. So at the end of the day, I always say to everybody, we're all going to die. If you want to die with that shit on your brain of what you done to me and live in that regret, then that's your problem. Because I ain't done nothing wrong to you. I don't do wrong shit. I don't do bad shit to people. Because I'm not that type of person. I'm cool with everybody. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not evil. I don't want to do bad shit. But if you do bad shit to me, you better be prepared for the wrath that you're about to receive. And on that note, I got my doggies here. She knows it's dinner time. What's the matter? You want some yum yums? You want some yummies? You want din din? You little pig. You already know what time it is. You ain't even got a watch, and you already know what time it is. All right, let me get out of here. I've been on here for 3 hours, but it's been real. It's been nice seeing you guys. And my dog wants to go eat. So she likes her butt rubbed, her back rubbed, butt, back. Right? You want some yummies? Yeah? What you want? Beef, chicken, turkey? She was so pissed. She stopped talking to me and talked shit about me to my dad, talking about I have emotional issues. Yeah, of course. They always blame. My sister blamed me too. Said I'm bad. I'm cold. I'm nasty. I fuck her off. I don't have no respect for her. And I'm like, you better look yourself in the mirror, woman. You're the one who came after me. You wanted to actually physically hit me. And you know, I ain't done nothing to you. You're the one who disrespect me. And yo, try and make me look like the bad guy? No, no. Calm down. All right, I'll see you guys later on. I'll be back on tonight. It's 5:40 here. I'll probably be back on like 9:40, 10 o'clock, something like that. I might come on for another bit and hang out with you guys. But love and life, good seeing you again. Don't worry about the sibling wars. Fuck them all. And Erica, have a good night as well. It's good seeing you. I'll see you guys later on.